Good evening, good morning, wherever you are. So video number 30, stream number 30. In previous stream, finally I defeated the ugly witch in Green Gates, and now let's go here to Commander's Court where Azata basis is. Something changed now, there are vendors, so those sculptors. I started thinking about Last Atlantic on Unfair. Already thinking about possible builds, but without mutants it will not work. So to play Last Atlantean Unfair we definitely need mutants. Not multi-classes but mutants. Mutants means things like Vivisectionist, Witch of the Veil, all those things you add. Or Winter Witch. That's good for LAN. That's good for nothing. For nature, checks could be okay, but too expensive. So I think we're gonna keep it like that. Those gloves don't work anyway because they don't stack with heroism. And those things, those are okay. Arachnid goggles. They're good for LAN because he's tanking, but goggles of Moloch are also good for him. Aranka. for those pesky random encounters. You never know whom you encountered there. In case we have a dragon. Like that. Now next plan is to go to Molten Scar and punish those two armies. And punish also that army. So I'm thinking about last at line to an unfair. It would be interesting because no one done it yet. No one succeeded. In the past, people were trying, And in the past it was much easier because you could get much more armor class, and they were also using heavily cheats and exploits, and which is the same actually, and toy boxes, and still they didn't succeed. So I'm curious to do it now, to try to do it, but of course without those bugs, cheats, toy boxes, pre-buffs. Because with pre-buffs, I think I probably could manage. If I use toy box for pre-buffing, I think I could do it, but that's not how it's supposed to work. It's a cheat. When my main character gets 24-hour spells, I will not be taking Nano all the time. So first I go to the Lost Chapel to buff with Nano 24-hour buffs. And first thing first is to do something like that. Okay, moral started going down. No. Mm-hmm. No. So no could be. Okay, leadership is leadership. And this we need against dragon. That can wait. With 10,000 logistics, it can wait. Still a long time. I still didn't build stables, but I can build military academy. Or Watchtower provides all allied units within the fortress +1 bonus to attack, armor, saving throws, initiative, but it would be nice to know what is it, fort's area of control. Which is fort's area of control, because I never knew about it. Maybe it's written somewhere. It would be nice to know, because it's not bad to have +1 to attack, I see. But what is area of control? Material points, big problem. Unfortunately, it's a very big problem. Well, so Molten Scar is next target. That's mostly for those random encounters. If they happen, even that cannot help, because if you meet someone like Ololiudru with three baba with two babao eliminators, Ololiudru and two babao eliminators, for example, they will destroy the party without any doubt. Ololiudru, they have high initiative. They also always win the initiative. Ololiudru will attack that one immediately. He'll immediately lose his last stand. Then you have two Babao eliminators, and it will all look very ugly. So random encounters is the biggest problem of all the Last Atlantis. And there is no actually way to avoid it. There is no protection against it. You can diminish chances a bit, but there are always chances for some ugly random encounter, and that's over. So that's the biggest problem. Random encounters. That's in case of debuffs. If they're gonna debuff, I hope they will debuff first heroism, and maybe greater heroism will rest. Because Babao Eliminator, they're also debuffers. They debuff very strong. Okay, let's go. It's a long way. It's here. And they're already fatigued. The wisest way would be to go to Green Gates, take another rest. Like that, there is no obvious fatigue. Because if you have here random encounter and fatigue, it will be very, very bad. Of course, it depends whom we meet, but I'm pretty sure it will be someone like Ololiudru and other shit. So let's be careful and just take a rest. Camouflage. We also don't want to be attacked in the night, so perception, high perception is extremely important for those rests, and stealth, high stealth, high perception. And also religion. For those three things. And maybe she can scribe scroll. We can also maybe I could use mass pottage to increase even more stealth with that. But problem is there are limited resources. I don't have so much of those things. There are limited resources. Before we have discovered Midnight Isles, will be short on resources. That's why I will not be doing it, taking risk. I better fabricate one more scroll. Extended scroll of shield. Already a lot of them. I think it's time to start fabricating already the Vital Strike scrolls. Now, oh, no, but I just made a mistake because I didn't buff. It was planned. It's not a mistake, it's a misclick actually. I wanted to enter Winter Sun to buff, and I don't know why I didn't do that. But yeah, I wanted to. It proposed me to enter, and I clicked it away. That was the plan. Take a rest, of course, buff, because you never travel on the map not being buffed. That's absolutely stupid. It's suicide. It makes no sense. That thing is bugged because you put buffs and they don't stay, they go away, which is very strange. So always buff when traveling on the map. That's not good. Especially we don't have now Death Ward. And freedom of movement we don't have. Every meeting can be dangerous. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we are buffed somehow. It's not a big deal in case of random encounter, but at least it's something. Yeah, having mercenaries, mutants, makes game trivial so much. But playing with original characters, it's Especially with Azata, especially with Enchanter. Makes it makes it so difficult. Okay, I think that's it. 52 and so on. Turn based. Hey. Let's try now our confusion. Two were confused. Oh, that rock is biting another rock. Rock attacks rock. That's what we wanted. We like when rocks attack rocks. I will protect Ivan now. Critical hit. Very critical hit. Now those rocks which are that rock is attacking that rock. Everyone is very feared. I don't want Camilla be killed again. Maybe we can try something else. No mind fog, no serenity, no. That's not interesting. Maybe one more confusion. Hundred 101 critical hit from Sila. And now, of course, Lan will finish that one. I don't understand. He's confused, but still he attacks. How can that be? That's it. Save. So it's nice fight. Nice, clean, clear fight. Such fights are okay. But we have to use some resources, buffs and so on. If I had a mercenary mutant, for example, mercenary mutant would be able to do it on his own, and I can show it right in 5 minutes. Who are you? Vladimirak. I want to intimidate it. Congratulations. That's also, if someone doesn't know, that's storyteller's page. What happens now? That's what happens. Because it's Azata. Ingredients are always welcome. Gloves. Those gloves we need. Four bonus to range touch attack rolls and plus 5 competence bonus to magic, blah 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 blah. So that's for him. For his Hellfire Ray. Yeah. Like that. So high dexterity plus that plus this. He should be able to use Hellfire Ray more or less. But of course with Guarded Hearth. Vinolans, mongrels, they all are servants of Savamelix. Molten Scar is done. One more location. I would need to have one more army. I think it's time to get another army. Expensive. Where is it? Why don't I see her? It's crazy. Here is she. Here is she. That one. Reserve. They need to go to destroy those armies. Like that, I will do like that. We travel here. Sasuna-san. Now we do like that. 1, 2, and 3. And now defense army can go, can do things like that. Hey, hey, hey. We have to destroy that army. So those can just travel back to Dresden. Okay, so summary: Act 1 9 reloads, from which 5 misclicks and bugs. So Act 2 5 reloads, from which 3 are misclicks and bugs. Act 3 no reloads so far. Dresden no reloads. Siege of Dresden, biggest bosses no reloads, lesser Korean ghosts, things like that. No cheats, nothing. I have problem to enter Dresden. Always I don't know how to enter. That's a problem. I click many times and I cannot enter it. It's impossible to enter it. Finally, thank you very much. Now streets. Sell some loot as we usually do. Selling loot. Problem is with those first level spell. It makes no more sense. Yeah. 3 extended haste scroll. I thought they had more of those. Why only 3? Theoretically, that could be good for Arushale. Now let's have a look. Where could we go else? I don't know where could I go else, because everything else is blocked. To go for dragon, it's possible. Though I would prefer to go there on level 12, but it's still quite far till level 12. No, here is not a big deal. Dragon is not a big deal here. Then this artisan tower somewhere here. Mandragoras are quite difficult. To fight Mandragoras, I am not so sure. How come they heal all? Ah, that's army. That's the army. So army is okay. Reserve. Setsuna-san. Not really interesting. Okay, 1,000 logistics, but what's with 1,000? It's nothing. It's really nothing. Where could I go? At least I could have wounded the beast here. But also go for so long till Greenwood. It's random encounters again. Okay, let's say we go here, then here I take a rest, I go here. Here can be random encounters somewhere. good to take already this fortification and slowly prepare assault on Ivory Sanctum already. Serious problem with material points. Very serious. I could go to Grantligen to do a little bit something there, but I could have bought, for example, for Lan a nice bow, the best bow in the game. As much I could do, actually. As much I could do. Maybe, yes, maybe let's do just that. Again, take a rest. It's not extended. So time to extend it. Standard, yes. Okay, let's go to the Grantligen. Do I need Camellia there? So I go to Grantligen, I will buy that OP bow, which will be staying till the end of the game. So Lan will have much better bow. They just to buff them that they could travel safely. I don't think that part of the map we can have some dangerous random encounters, but who knows? Especially if Ulbrich is killed, for example. Ah, he doesn't have. Okay. We will not be fighting there, only swarms. $18, okay. This is 20.5 hours. This is 18 hours. No, I'm sorry, we don't need those enemies. By the way, how did we... Morale went by -1. How did we spot those enemies? Stealth check. So difficulty check is 33. To travel safely on the map, we need we need 33. 33 stealth check, but why it's only 19? That's why. We should travel with Arushale. She has higher... She has the highest stealth actually. Almost 30 I think she has. So with Arushale probably there is no danger in traveling like that. As usually it's game light, we should have had 2 hours and a half. 2 hours and a half buffs, and we don't. Very funny. Portal also steals like I don't know 1 hour of buffs I think. As a result, we're here but no buffs. That's a result. There is fatigue. Okay, that's done. One, two, three, and four. Okay, I think it's enough. Maybe just to be sure. To give haste also. Like that. Okay. Swarm madness starts. I'm not gonna be fighting here because I would be crazy to fight here on level 11. But we'll do some things. I'm just gonna buy here some stuff like bow for Lana, new bow, and the most powerful bow in the game. The most powerful one. And maybe we're gonna fight some undead things. So some easy stuff where I'm sure I will not fail. Okay, if I will be careful, of course. But Gorant Legend, it's not before level 13. To start it before level 13, it's undoable. One has Swarm Banes, clap everything, and such a help, and still it's difficult to fight them. Camellia absolutely needs to have swarms. To come here, we need to have our own swarms. And swarms can be given by Camellia. Because on unfair difficulties, those swarms are crazy. Even on hard, they are quite unpleasant. But on unfair, they're crazy. You have to have your own swarms. And that comes with level 13. Crazy, they're really crazy. Lan is fully buffed. And he misses. Okay, that's a hit, but mostly he has misses. And he's the only one who can kill those swarms. Those just hitting, but they do nothing. Anyway, they distract swarms at least. Such monstrous swarms and 180 HP per swarm, that's nothing. I could get also those boots for land, for dexterity boots, but it's also so dangerous there. Especially on level 11. Six minutes. I'm not gonna pay 5,000 for that. 5,000 is a lot of money. What an idiot, huh? Yeah. Maybe we can pass now. By the way, it's the first time I failed that check there. And intimidation and diplomacy. You bastard, I had to pay it. Greedy savages. That's the best bow in the game. Hello, Matterwave. Hello. Hello, how are you? That's the main reason why I came here. Is just for that bow. Yeah, beautiful day. That's also a good thing for evocation stuff. Cleaving shot? I never give cleaving shot. It's totally useless. It's totally useless. Never give cleaving shot to one. Once the main problem is to fight bosses. It's to fight bosses. So your build should be directed on fighting bosses, not normal mobs. Cleave doesn't help you in any way fight bosses. Is it cleaving shot for archers, or is it cleave for damage dealers? It doesn't help you in any way. So your build should be really focused on hurting bosses or extremely tough mobs. And cleaving shot, that's built for long. Last stand, dodge mythic, inspiration leader, improved critical, ranging shots. That's very important because that's what you need. It's to hit bosses, because each time you miss, you know, you one more bonus to attack is added. Great fortitude mythic. That's more important than anything else, because all the attacks, okay, not all, but most of the dangerous encounters and attacks, including boss fights and other things, are fortitude based. So you need to have high fortitude. Distracting shots, it makes sense if you have a melee character. For example, you have tank who is tanking a Rilu Vorlish or Discari or some other boss, and you have, for example, Sila who is hitting boss with a glaive. Then it makes sense to have distracting shots. But it's not really something so important also. It makes much more sense on land because look what it does. It gives you initiative, saving throws, and Lan often fights alone. He has to be often alone. And Scylla is a weak. Scylla is the weak. She stays behind. But for example, in Midnight Isles on unfair, it's impossible to do if you will gonna fight with all your team. You'll be just destroyed. There will be places in Midnight Isles where one can fight alone. He can tank, and I would say tank and destroy alone maybe 40% of mobs in Midnight Isles alone. There are mobs where you need help of the team, of course, seal and so on, but like 40% of mobs Lan will be able to do alone and tank and kill. And for that he needs inspirational leader, because he will be alone. And if you give inspirational leader on someone else, Lan will not have it. And it's huge, because as archer he needs that initiative. And he needs saving throws against mind affecting effects. So also for crystals, by the way, saving throw against mind affecting effect. So distracting shots are good to have, but for crystals you need fortitude, fortitude and fortitude and fortitude. I would say so. So distracting shots good to have, but not a must. It's not really a must because it's interesting again only against big bosses. But if he'll be shooting Arilo Warlish, uh, he'll be missing most of the times, and it's only for one round. If it was at least for a couple of rounds, it would be good. But so distracting shots, I'm not sure if it's really needed. Definitely, definitely we can do without it. But so he should be shooting before your melee characters are hitting, for example, which often happens because he has highest initiative. He has highest initiative, so he'll be first shooting, then Scylla hitting, then if you have other melee character hitting. So if he shoots, it's -6 to armor class. So if he hits, it's -6 to armor class. So actually, it's better to have it than not to have it. Point blank shot mythic. I didn't give it in the past, but I started giving it. It's a bit dangerous because he has to be close to Arilu Vorlish. And she's the main boss. Nahindri is also very dangerous. Lesser Korean boss is very dangerous. But Arilu is the most dangerous, I would say. And to come to her, I didn't give this feat before he should be at 30 feet from her. And on 30 feet, she can just kill him. So I was keeping him on 50 feet distance, which is, let's say, a bit less dangerous. But then I decided, okay, why not 2 bonus on attack rolls? It's something. Rapture restraints, I am not sure about it. But it's given only because of confused. Because we don't have immunity to confused. We have immunity for everything, for stunned, paralyzed. We don't care about all of that, but confused, it's... But maybe he could manage without, I don't know. And weapon focus mythic, which doesn't give much. At least with that build, I defeated Arilu Warlish on unfair here with damage to party 3 6 times in a row. 6 times in a row. So it means this build is working. And crystals also, by the way. In Mustasafian laboratory, it was extremely the worst crystal. It's called ancient mythic crystal. Ancient and mythic. I think it's the toughest mob after Arilu Warlish and Nahindri and only Lan. I give it to Lan. Because Lan is the best damage dealer. With his bow, he makes miracles. So he should be, especially also random encounters, is the same. So you give it always to the one who has more chance to hit and deal damage, and Land has more chances to hit than anyone else. his attack is 61, Sila's attack is 56. So Lan always has higher attack, so he has more chances to hit. Okay. By the way, wanted to show you one thing, how it's easy to play that game if you have mutant mercenary. I just made like a test save. So here I created the mercenary. Here it's a mercenary. It's a mutant. It's a mutant mercenary. So it's a drunken master, 4 times sacred hunt master, 1 vivisectionist, and 1 witch of the whale. So the most disgusting mutant you can even imagine. Really disgusting. It's not a multi-class. That's not called multi-classes. It's called mutant. Yeah, and it's level 11. And look at his armor class already. And now, what I want to try, if he can solo the Vrox here. I just done this fight before I went to Grant again. I done this fight. I had to use almost all my team to fight those Vrox. Okay, I defeated them, no problem. But here I want to send only him. So as you see, nothing. That's what he has. Ring of Protection, Icy Protector, Arachnid Gloves, this thing, and this thing. So I could have buffed him even more. He could have gotten many more buffs. So let's say I give him I could have given him greater invisibility. I could have given him blur. It's not multi-class, it's mutant. Multi-class is someone like Regil. Multi-class has its logic because you have like Regil, his Armiger, and then he became Hell Knight. Hell Knight is a logical continuation of Armiger. Scylla can be, for example, she is Paladin, and she can be Stalwart Defender if you give it to her. That's multi-class because it makes sense. Or yeah, things like that. Shaman maybe can be a witch, I don't know. But if you give everyone vivisectionist and witch of the whale or winter witch, that's just mutants. Yes, exactly. Nanio, Lore Master, yes, exactly. I will consider multi-class. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. No doubt. It's a multi-class, yes. Pity with Lore Master, you're just losing 1 feat because you have to give skill focus if you want to get Lore Master and things like that. But that's a ugly mutant. Drunken Master, Vivisectionist. You see those 2 things, it's mutants. Before it was also Scaled Fist Monk, but it doesn't work anymore. It's nerfed. So there is also, of course, Mutagen Warrior, which does almost the same as Vivisectionist, but you have to give three levels. Anyway, let's come to the point. So here's alone. He's solo, and I want to give him at least haste. Let's give him at least haste. And that's it. I will not be giving him greater invisibility. So, no greater invisibility, but there is nothing wrong with min-maxing. It depends, of course, who and what, but min-maxing in many cases, even from lore, if you role play from a lore point of view, min-maxing has sense. For example, wizard has minimum strength. That's, I wouldn't call it min-maxing, because can you imagine a wizard that would have enormous power? Of course not. Wizards are reading books, they don't move, they don't make physical exercises. So wizard, logically, it's old experienced man uh, who spent his life studying. It's normal he cannot have strength. The same constitution. How the hell would a wizard have constitution? He just reads those books. He doesn't run. He doesn't take care about his cardio. His health would be also weak. But intelligence for wizard will be very high. It's no doubt about it. Would be wizard with a charisma? Depends. Rather not. Rather not. Dexterity. He should be fast. He should be fast to make his spells. You know, you make spells, you move your hands very fast. So you must really have good dexterity to make those signs with your wizards work with hands, like prepare all these things, manipulating, moving fingers, whatever. That requires dexterity, of course. So that's even logic. That's so for many in many cases, and the same. Take, for example, barbarian. Do you expect to have from barbarian high intelligence? I don't think so. So it's normal if you dump intelligence for barbarian as low as possible. So it's normal. Barbarians, they're not intelligent. Are barbarians with a high charisma? Of course not. So barbarian with low intelligence and with low charisma is absolutely normal thing. Are barbarians wise? I don't think so. But they're strong like hell, they have good constitution, and they have not bad dexterity. So that's what barbarian is. And if you do it like that, you indeed have very good build if you follow. So min-maxing, it also depends. No, it's impossible. It's impossible. Scald is not unfair viable. It's not unfair viable. If you play top difficulties, you are limited to maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, to maybe seven archetypes, 7 classes. And that's with, yeah, if you Savescam, then you have more. You have maybe 10. You can maybe play with 10 classes. If you Savescam. If you don't Savescam, then I would say 6, maybe 7, which is normal. The same for others. But I was thinking today, and I decided to play also. Okay, let's send him. So if you see, he is not fully buffed. I didn't give him greater invisibility. I didn't give him blur. I didn't give him displacement, and I could have given him also mirror image uh, and vital strike and some other buffs, so he'll be really a killing machine. But I don't give him anything, any of that. So he runs just on those rocks. Let's see what happens. Look, sneak attack. Bam, 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 bam. We can do it turn-based. Let's try turn-based. It'll be a bit longer, of course. Hard left Atlantic, it's easy. But I mean, if you multi-class, that's to my understanding, it's not worth. You don't need to multi-class for left Atlantic on hard. I've proven it several times. So you don't need multi-classing for hard difficulty at all. Especially, it will be not multi-classing, but it will be mutants. It will be mutants. Look, he still survives. Just look at him. That's mutant. That's mutant. You see, mutant survives. Yeah, but if you want to run types, that's why would you make mutants? There is no pleasure to play with mutants. Look, he's a mutant. What pleasure? No pleasure. On unfair left Atlantic, yes. Just there is no way to do it differently. Yes, but look, and he's only level 11. Only level 11. Only level 11. And they're using those screeches. Now he's of course confused, I guess. Look, he's stunned. It's his animal. I will. And by the way, it's not optimal build. I just built him very fast without thinking and planning. If I used a little bit of thinking, if I took a bit more time to, I would make him even tougher. Because I gave him Inquisitor, which is 5 levels in Inquisitor, which is not really a good choice. Just look, he is now not stunned anymore. Let's go for that frog. 29, 21, 29, 24. Bam. So if I really wanted to play it easy, I could have just taken mercenary like that. And I don't need Nania now because I have wizard. My wizard has everything that Nania has. So I can absolutely replace Nania with someone like that. And it's only one mercenary. Look what he's doing. Not only tanking, but he's killing them. Okay, now he's wounded, and he's wounded because of those spores, you see? That's spores, because spores, it's sort of a poison, so actually there is no defense against those spores. So if he will die, it just because of those spores. So question is, what happens before? Will spores kill him first, or will he kill first those disgusting rocks? That we will see now. But of course, problem is solved. You just bring Camellia. She has bless, and with bless, you can heal it. You can heal him. One rock is killed, and another will die next round. Low damage, I don't know how low it is. It's a huge damage, because look, he lost already almost half of his life. Spores will kill easily. Okay, Okay, let's kill that rock. Already -2, you see? And just note, they have concealment everything, and he doesn't have displacement, he doesn't have greater invisibility, he doesn't have blur. If I gave him at least greater invisibility, those rocks would have been all dead by now. All dead. That's just illustration how easy it is to play if you have mutants. You take mutant mercenary, and then game becomes so trivial and easy that I don't see what's the point to play it at all. And that's unfair. And what to say about hard people playing Last Atlanti and making mutants? Play Last Atlanti with pure classes, as it should be. I think you can still kill a couple of them. Or at least one. That one. Okay, so like what it is, 2 rocks remains. 2 rocks. He still has one him, but of course spores will kill him next turn. He will die. And imagine, imagine I also, instead of Zosil, for example, I also take mercenary. I can take, for example, cleric crusader. I can build cleric crusader very tanky, because the only use of Zosil it's guarded hearth, and that he is domain specialist. Okay, now he fell down, so he's down. He cannot fight anymore. So, but that's a result. He killed all the rocks, but two remains. But if he had greater invisibility and displacement, he would have killed them already long time ago, because with displacement it would be much more efficient. Yeah. But imagine I also have, instead of Zosil, I have Cleric Crusader, which is extremely good tank. It should be human, of course. Not necessarily, but it's better. It's better human. Then you have Cleric Crusader. He would have better builds than Zosil has. He would be tankier. He would be dealing damage, and he would also be having guarded hearth and spells and so on. And then I have 3 tanks. I have one. I have, for example, someone like that one, and I have Cleric Crusader. So, or I can just take pure. I can do even worse. I can take two like that. Imagine I just don't need even Camellia in this case. I just take two like that, 2 mercenaries, and they will kill everything on spot. So yeah. So to play with mercenary, it's so ridiculous. It makes the game so easy. I still understand to play mercenaries. For example, you don't like someone, like you hate Zosil, or you hate Regil, or you hate Camellia, or you hate Scylla, and then you hate them so much you cannot watch them and say, okay, I will take mercenary and I will make a clone. I will make a clone of Scylla, or clone of Regil. In this sense, I somehow understand. And another way, for example, if you just want to play with Skald, but you cannot take Skald as your main character, or Bard, because they're not unfair viable. but you want to play with them, still you want to play. Then you take mercenary, you call him Skald or Bard, and like that you can test also. That's yes, yes, exactly. I agree with you. I agree with you. You can go pure class merc, yes, but I mean, why would you go mercs at all? Because you don't need mercs to beat the game unless that's slightly on hard. It's enough pure classes. You don't need anything. No mercs, no pets, no cheats with toy box, no pre-buffs, nothing. I've proven it several times. But if you play, if you want to try Last Atlantia on unfair, there is no way to play without mutants. You have to use mutants. It's not doable. So I think maybe I will soon start my Last Atlantia on unfair, and we'll see how it goes. Where is my bow? That's the best bow in the game. Evil Outsider, Evil Outsider Bane Composite Longbow. So it's already +5. Now if Camellia gives him that, for example, like that, so that bow becomes, it's plus, no, it's +4. It's +4 now. Still it's better because this one is +3. This is +4. And in the end of the game it becomes +7. So there is nothing better than that. Now what else could I buy from him? But I don't think I will buy something from him. It's there are nice things that I would like to. For example, Quiver of Raw Thorn. Not sure if it works or not. Several playthroughs ago, I bought it. It's expensive like hell, and it's supposed to give additional 2d8 unholy damage on the hit. So imagine if you like one has 5 hits, for example, and each hit it's 2d8 extra. It's the same like 10d8 extra. It's the same like if he hits, of course, if he hits every time, like he hits 5 times, and imagine he hits every time. So it's 5d8. Okay, so 5d8 it's 5d8. It's minimum 5 and maximum 40. So let's say average will be 20. So like every round it will be 20 extra. No, what I'm saying, it's 10d8. So minimum 10, maximum 80. So average will be 40. So every round it's like extra 40 damage, unholy damage, on extra 40 damage. And then you have 20, it's 20 units, so it's extra 40 damage, and let's say 5, it's 4 rounds, so it's like extra 160 damage at least, extra 160 damage at least. And I bought it several playthroughs ago, and I tried it, and I didn't see in combat log, I didn't see anything. I didn't see this unholy damage. Maybe they fixed it after, I don't know. I never tried it. Never tried it. Maybe they fixed it, and maybe it works already. If it works, it's definitely worth having. And there are a lot of quivers like that. I don't know. Maybe not anymore, but last time I tried it, it was 1 year and a half, I think, and 1 year and a half, I didn't see anything in combat log. I didn't see anything. So at that time, it was bugged, but there were updates since then. I don't. Maybe it works now. But to pay 90,000 just to try if it works or not, and even if it works, it's not worth. It's when you have a lot of money. I don't think they're immune to it. I don't think so. I don't remember in description. I've seen something like immunity to unholy damage. We can check with Arilu Vorlish, for example. If I go here, she's not a demon, of course, but she's something like that. She's not a demon, but okay, we can go to my Lich run. I think it's finished already. I don't remember that they're immune to unholy damage. And even if they're immune to it, there are not only demons in the game. Playful darkness, for example, is not a demon. And now there is nothing. Let's check Arilu Vorlish. Let's check Arilu Vorlish. Immunities. She's immune to critical hits, to to sneak attacks also. It's precision damage. No, there is nothing like immunity to unholy. Nothing like that. It's not mentioned. Again, she's not a demon, but I wouldn't be surprised. She's demon-like anyway. So if she's not immune to that, I don't see why others would be immune. Okay, so first purpose, I've taken that bow because I'm not crazy to fight in here on level 11. That's a suicide. We still can do some fights, couple of fights I can do here. Maybe. And this bow is not also OP because you have one more enhancement, because it's +4, but also because of this 2d6 extra damage. Of course, it's only against outsiders, but mostly the things you fight, most of them are outsiders anyway. Some they're not outsiders, but but most of them are outsiders. Ah, I should have first. What I think I can go directly. While land is still buffed, let's go directly for that shit. Where is that shit? Where is that shit? It's not here. The shit is somewhere here. Somewhere. Somewhere here, I think. No, that's chieftain. That's not a shit. He's just a chieftain. Chieftain is okay. The shit is somewhere here. Maybe it's not bugged anymore. Maybe it's not. Shit, they're in the wrong place. 1 year and a half it was bugged, but maybe it's not anymore. I will buy it this time just to test it. Of course, one quiver will not change everything, but if you have 10 quivers, because there are many quivers, one with sonic damage, other with something else, so you spend one quiver, you're using another one, it can make some difference. Okay, now let's go for that shit. Here is the shit. And I will kite absolutely shamelessly. Because to defeat them, I have to use guarded hearth, bop them like crazy. But why would I do that? It costs resources, it's extra time. So, that fucking pilgrim. Fucking textures. Yeah, it's ancient art of kiting. But it's only cheap whale. See, he crits 37. It's just there are so many of them, and those textures are so disgusting that he can easily stack, and they will kill him. Like that, for example, because you don't know where he will be running. You just don't know where he will be running. Absolutely unpredictable. Because what you see, it's not what you see. Like you see here passage, for example, you think it's impossible possible here to run, but it could be that it's blocked here. So like I run here, but maybe it's blocked. Maybe there is no passage, and it's programmed in such a way that if he meets obstacle, he starts running backwards, just to face the mobs instead of at least stop. I mean, at least stop. But why to run backwards? That's what I mean. Okay, kill those greedy oh, -1 golem. Kill those greedy Sarkorians because they took 5,000 gold from us just to enter there. Yeah, that's a problem. Is everyone here? Okay, everyone is there. Yeah, only the program. Ay, 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 ay. Maybe Addison Cray will help us. I don't think so. He doesn't give a shit. And they will. Oh, I wanted to run here actually, and he just ran there. I don't know why, but he ran there. Not where I wanted him to. Ay, ay, ay. So it's not so easy. And imagine you are doing Last Atlanti. One small mistake and goodbye your game, your efforts, your plans. And they're reducing also. They're reducing strong, very strong. At least we'll kill those Sarkorians because Sarkorians taken 5,000 gold just for me to enter here. It's their punishment. Next time they won't be so greedy. Next time they will have their lesson how not to be greedy with someone who come to save them because we are here to save them from evil, and they taking so much money, 5,000 gold. Not very clever approach, I would say. Yeah, one start missing more and more and more. Yeah, he doesn't have any more wisdom, he doesn't have any more cat's grace, so that's why. So ideally I should take him out, heal him, put new buffs, and then I think so. Oh, the same story. He runs just back because I hit something somewhere and he starts running back. No, makes no sense. Let's go out, heal him and give him buffs because he won't hit anyone. And I will give him greater invisibility this time, like that. I still will be doing something very dangerous probably. I want to get those boots and that hat. And to get those boots, it's necessary to fight extremely powerful undead wizard. And there could be reload. That's the toughest fight, I think, after the lesser Korean. So let's heal him first. But I think I will take a risk, because to have those boots and the hat, the coal, I think it's called All Skull or something like that, also gives boost to wisdom and to dexterity. Okay, now let's wisdom to him. Cat's grace to him. Displacement just in case. Great invisibility. And haste. Let's go with new energy, a new vigor, a new motivation. What's wrong? Shit, against that's with selection system. I was sure it's Lan who is selected. Instead, wizard. And of course, he will now lose all his buffs, everything again. So I have to buff him again. Because you cannot select with one click, it's impossible. You have always to double click to make sure you select. Now I double clicked. Now it's Lan. -1. Critical hit. That's what great invisibility does. If it was outsider, it would be even much better. Unfortunately, golems are not outsiders. Again he runs backwards. Again he runs. Done. Exploded and became pile of shit. But is it disgusting? Pilgrim. Your pilgriming times, I think, are finished now. No more pilgriming. No, but he's tougher than golems, I must tell. Again, same story. Created, created. Goodbye. Where is the swarm? I thought he would be transformed into swarm. That's bloodstain note. That's a bloodstain note. Uh-huh. What the evil lurks over there? That's evil that lurks over there. Evil is called Dirakni. But Dirakni we've seen before. We cannot be intimidated by Diraknis because we have seen them before. Or maybe we'll be intimidated because they don't want to die so fast as I would like to. No. By the way, it's also stunning Creech if Screechant. If not careful enough, Lan will be stunned and killed. So let's go out. He needs greater invisibility to kill the Diraknis, and then we're gonna kill those cheating, sneaky, lying Numerians, or whoever they are. Now he should kill them easily. With greater visibility, I think Diraknis will be easy target. -1. That's what greater invisibility does. Look, 2 critical hits, 23-29, 2 crits. And if to check the damage, force damage also. Those, by the way, are outsiders. I think they are outsiders, they should be. And they evil outsiders, not just outsiders, but evil ones. So here is enhancement +4, so bow +4. Where is damage? Flat-footed, of course. That's with 2d6 damage. But I think I'm missing something here. I'm definitely missing something. It deals additional 1d6 piercing damage and applies bleed. Where is piercing damage? I don't see piercing damage here. Where is the piercing damage that was supposed to be added? Before I tried it worked. And here is less than 30 feet. Okay, let's see. Force. No piercing damage. There is no piercing damage. Is it bugged also or what? It deals additional 1d6 piercing damage and applies bleed. No piercing damage and no bleed. I'm really surprised. What's that? How is it possible? Again hit, okay. No piercing damage and no bleed. No. I paid like 32,000 for those damn gloves. But it doesn't work. No piercing damage. Okay. Whatever. Forest of the Forgotten Spirits. Yeah. That's a madness there. Now I just have to visit. I have first to talk to the chief, I think. Ulbrich with his ridiculous 24 armor class. Looks impressive, but only 32 armor class. Useless Ulbrich. Without him, I could probably could do something here, but with him, no way. He is one shot. Okay. Ah. So it seems I have to talk to Iziana first. Yeah, I have to go to Iziana anyway. Yeah. But I have that paper, no? Or maybe I think I read it. Yeah, I read it. I hope I didn't break the quest because Ulbrich is jumping like that. Very touching story about quarantine. Pandemic, quarantine. Extremely touching story. I soon start doing West Atlantic on Unfair. It was somewhere here a little boy. Smart boy, yes. I'll return to Chieftain. Let's return to Chieftain. Chieftain, we are returning. Numerian spellcasters. Let's look at them. Let's confuse Numerian spellcasters. I hope they confused enough. He is not even evil, he is neutral human. He is not evil. At least someone who is normal, who is not outsider, not evil. Let's confuse the ones again, why not? Confusion. Spellcaster. Pew. Yep. Will you lift the quarantine now? Of course I will. No more quarantine. Truth prevailed. Now let's take this one. That was also purpose of coming here. Six enhancement bonus to wisdom. If the wearer benefits from any withdrawal bribes, they also gain. Bonus and damage on deck. Use a code word collected boots. Yes, that's what Lan needs actually. So a bit more to attack, a bit more to armor class. With boots he will have even more to armor class, but to get boots will be not easy at all. To get boots will be very dangerous and difficult, and maybe it will be reload. Treacherous Numerians. It's done with your treachery. one more little quest. And then we're gonna have very serious fight. And a very dangerous fight. And if it works well, I will have also cat's boots, and then we can leave Grand Legend till we're level 13. Strange. We have the bottle, what's wrong? Crow in shadow. Another ingredient in Chieftain's house here. And then I will go back for cat's boots. Oh, where's Chieftain? Here, Chieftain. Dried tongue. Tongue of whom? I wouldn't be surprised if they were human tongues. And that's it. So those smallest quests are done. care when it's too early. The crazy skeletons there. Archers, swarms. Now let's take a rest. To check what I need for that fight. 1, 2. They immune to that thing, so it makes no sense. Shit, I don't have heroism greater. It would be so useful now. Let's try at least once Hellfire Ray. Yes, that's we definitely need. Death Wardens. dangerous fight, and it could go very wrong, I know. Never ever tried K-Funks, never ever. Okay, that's it. It's enough. Now, what we need here. No chance. No chance, no chance, no chance. Okay, let's make one more Sed's Vitals for land for the future. And now the craziest fight. Just go take normal image first. I am afraid of that fight, but I will take some short break to drink some water, and then I go to that fight.
Now I will be buffing and then try to defeat those undead with the WoTR, which is very powerful, and hopefully I can get cat's boots, and then it will be over for Grant again. Tomorrow I might start playing already Last Atlantean and Fair. I still didn't decide, but big chance I will start tomorrow. But it will be not like this. I'll be playing like small portions, like 1 hour, 1 hour and a half maximum. Because it's very tiring. Here they are, the bastards. There they are. There they are. That's how Nure was shouting. There they are. There they are. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm afraid of this fight because normally level 11 is crazy. It's better to do it at least level 12. This fight, even better level 13, because they put here Sirocco everything. It will be Sirocco. It will be fire attack. That could be my first reload in Act 3 here. Could be my first reload. On the other hand, I want so much those cat's boots. I want those cat's boots so much that they still have. Okay. No, 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 no. Drunken Master. Last Atlantean Fair can be played only with mutants. So first time in my life, for all those 5.5 years, I will be playing mutants. Mutants, multi-classes. For the first time in my life, I will be doing it. It's against my principles, but for Last Atlanti on Unfair there is no other way. Especially no one else did it, so there is a motivation to be the first who can beat the game and that difficulty. But mutants unfortunately are indispensable. I will have mutants and I will have mercenaries. But what I definitely will not do, I will not be cheating. I won't be using toy box. I won't be playing with all those settings. I won't be pre-buffing with fortune and protective luck. I won't be reloading and things like that. So those things I will not be doing. I still have quite important telephone call to respond. And what we'll be playing, it will probably, I will start with halfling. Race will be halfling, and it will be indeed drunken master. It will be indeed drunken master for first level halfling drunken master. Second level will be vivisectionist. However ridiculous it sounds, but I mean it sounds so ridiculous, those vivisectionists. But I have to, there is just no other choice. Vivisectionist. Third level will be or Witch of the Whale or Winter Witch. I will decide what is the best in this case. And then I think I will come back to Drunken Master, and probably I will also maybe give like a lot of Inquisitors, maybe later, just to have Guarded Hearth. But that's something to think about. At least first three things are clear. That's Drunken Master Halfling, second level Vivisectionist, and third Witch of the Whale or Winter Witch. Two possibilities. And then I will, I think, continue with Drunken Master for some time. Drunken Master is very pity to multi-class because it's, you don't multi-class, you don't make mutant from Drunken Master because his last feat is so powerful. But I have to survive the initial, like three initial, at least two acts, two first acts I have to survive, and for that we're obliged to have those mutants. I could have done just with pure Drunken Master, I could have done Last Atlantean Fair till the tavern. And maybe I could even done all the Canabres. But there is a reason that there is a risk that I would reload. And then it will be a bit pity. Like you play already so much and somewhere in the end you just got killed. So for Drunken, that's regarding my main character. And regarding Lan, I think he will stay Lan, because Lan is very powerful as he is. I don't think I need to. But last 4 levels, if I will arrive to that, which of course chance is very small. Last 4 levels, I will of course multi-class Lan. I will add something. It could be a fighter, maybe. Most probably it will be a fighter. Or maybe someone with sneak attack. But that's too far to plan. Let's first make our way to the tavern, Defender's Heart, safely, and then we can think what comes next. Death Ward. the sword, the sword, and I need more of those. I hate this fight. I hate. I was fighting it on unfair and I was level 12. And it was extremely, extremely dangerous. That depends how it goes. It can go good, it can go bad, I don't know, but I'm afraid it will be my first reload in Act 3. Ah, he has already. Ah, he has it from previous time, yes. So bark skin still stays. She still has bark skin. So I'm looking forward already to that last Atlanti on unfair. I think I will start tomorrow. But it will be like short. I will continue playing this what I'm playing now. And for last Atlanti it will be maybe like 1 hour, 1 hour and a half a day maybe. It will be short streams because you cannot play it. It's a very exhaustive thing. I even like that is better. Hulbrig, why are you so useless? He's one shot. He's just one shot. I will not even bring him to that fight because he will be killed and that's it. In last Atlanti, if Ulbrich dies here, game is over. It's ridiculous. 31 armor class. Let's kill that annoying Megaloceros because he can spoil me all the fight if he intervenes. And now stops Oh, already starts. Already starts. Here they are. There they are. There they are. That thing I should put in such a way that it also touches this part, so maybe like that. Fucking idiot. Who started shooting? I didn't even finish buffing. No, but that's not correct. I didn't even finish buffing. That monitor lizard, the pest one. Okay, let's finish buffing because it becomes too unpleasant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Now I need to do it such a way that they're not blocked. Because there is a block. So I should be able to reach him from here maybe. Or maybe not. 1. Maybe we can maybe we need sacrifice someone, I don't know. That should be staying here. He is useless. That Ulbrich is useless. Camellia is useful because of her chants and so on. Oh, shit. Turn-based. It's a mistake. I should have given them all invisibility. Absolutely to all of them. That's of course the most stupid idea that I could do it. I shouldn't have jumped with Ulbrich. He is useless. He is absolutely useless. Lan is very useful. It's no doubt about it. Zosel can rest here in case. Okay, now Sila. That shit is evil like hell. It's evil like hell. That shit is absolutely evil. It's not normal that someone is so evil. Ay, 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 ay. Lacidron Butcher comes. And it's fucking Sirocco here. Stand up, Camellia. Fortune to Sila. No time for protective luck. Ulbrich, maybe you at least show that you're good for something, or he's good for nothing. What's wrong? He's stuck or what? It's his turn now. I don't. That's stuck. That's stuck because it's his turn, and he cannot do anything. Or whatever he's doing. Maybe he's just catching him like very strong. It could be the case that Ulbrich is catching him like I don't know what. Okay, my friend. Lesser quicken. Stop. Let's do like that maybe. Okay. And if you do now like that, how will you like it? I bet he didn't like it. Now Lan. Hopefully Lan can finish that very evil spells caster. Yes, Lan is Lan. Lan is Lan. And maybe Sila can reach that one. One hit. Ay, 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 ay. I don't believe it. I've done it. I've done it. On level 11. That's a crazy fight. And now we can have boots. That was the purpose to come here. So to get all coal, to have the bow, and to have those boots. 54, 35, 57, 33. Okay, armor class now 57, and he is not yet buffed till the end. Because I can give him, let's say, shield. With shield he will be 61. 61 is already not so bad. Okay. Okay. I think that's enough for today. And I'm very pleased that just killed a disgusting leopard. Okay. That's it. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.